And it's a little slimy.
I don't know if we want to do that.
Nope.
Alright, we're going back to the other spot then. The other access point.
That would have been asking for trouble.
Trouble that we don't need. Alright, it's about 4:30 and Nick shot his turkey about 2 hours ago. Went back to the house, got some pictures and got it breasted out. Picked up Greg now. He just rolled in from South Dakota, so we cruised over here to this spot that we've hunted quite a bit in the past, mostly for deer. We drive around here a lot and see deer in the summer, but haven't dove into it for turkey hunting much myself. Greg's been in here a few times and heard quite a few birds, so this is just a big ridge system that runs back in here. That's what we've kind of been focusing on during these windy days like this, is just getting in areas with lots of big hills and cuts that we can get into, get out of the wind and cast some calls down in there. So that's what we're gonna try. We got about 4 hours till dark, so we'll get our stuff on and slide back there and do some walk around, see if we can get one struck up. At the very least, we're hoping to get one roosted, because tomorrow looks like pretty good weather right off the bat. See what we can do.
Yeah, I think that one's rated out for 190. Still too low.
Call it crow in though. No, actually, it went straight away.
Yeah, I got scared. It knew it was.
You sound like a dominant crow.
Yeah, it knew there was a dominant female in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a layer off.
Yeah, this vest. This vest is cooking me.
That's one of the biggest turkey turds I've ever seen.
Fresh too.
Served by yours truly.
It's a good harvest.
Yeah,
Real good harvest.
at least we got that, if nothing else. Think you heard one?
Yeah.
Over there?
Yep.
I heard that too.
Yep. There he was again.
We just struck a turkey. He's gobbled like 3 or 4 times at me calling right here. He sounds like he's just up and over the main ridge over here. But we've been working our way up this ridge for the last 30 minutes or so, calling into every little nook and cranny there is, just because we've been running into turkey sign a lot. So, but we just struck one, so we're gonna get sit down and see if he wants to play.
Might have to just move up 50, 60 yards.
That's what I'm thinking. Trying to get over a big tree. Guess that one up there is pretty big.
Yeah.
We could go for that one.
You think he's just up there in the same spot and can't really hear us?
That's what I'm wondering now. If he's just standing over there, can't hear us.
I asked that because I wasn't recording when we talked about it.
It's like,
And I wanted you to say it.
why you were asking me again.
I wanted you to say it again.
Just gonna try it one more time. You didn't hear him, did you?
Uh-uh.
Me neither. Where do you think it was?
Sounded like he was down in here.
I say we go to it. That's right on our way out.
Yeah. There he was.
Might not be terribly far. The one that you killed today didn't sound very close when he was gobbling. I'll just get low. Yeah, go for it. hear him gobble.
When we said we thought he was closer, I guess he just turned to us.
Must have been. We've been hunting this area all afternoon. We heard one other turkey gobble before this one flew up about 80 yards from us. There he was, just then. We came up these ridges earlier today, trying to strike and also scouting around. Found a bunch of scratching on that other ridge, and then there's quite a bit of scratching and turkey scat on this ridge, so it sounds like this one's gobbling right here close to us, and then we thought we heard some more back over that ridge across from us. We're kind of just sitting here waiting for it to get dark, and then we're gonna back off and drop over the other side of this ridge and get out of sight of him and walk back to the car. It's probably 3/4 of a mile back in here. Tomorrow morning's weather looks prime, which might be the only good weather we have for the rest of this season. As long as we can slip out of here clean, we'll probably end up right back in here in the morning. Especially because he's gobbling on his own pretty darn good, so we might be in for a good morning tomorrow. Alright, we're back at it. Kind of feels like we never left. It's 4:30 in the morning and we're already over here. This morning, I completely slept right through my alarms. Luckily, Nick and Greg were up and they come in and got me up and moving, so we are back at her and we got a long walk in here, so we kind of got everything planned out. We're gonna slip back in here and get right back on that tree that we were sitting on last night. We'll just slip in there and see if we can get in there clean and get set up well before daylight, well before they fly down, and we're gonna be right in there close to them within 80 or 100 yards if all goes well. That one's straight back behind us. We got turkeys gobbling all around us. This one that we had roosted last night been drumming since about 5:30 this morning. But we've heard probably 6 different turkeys at this point, all the way around. There's one right back, but there's one straight behind us. That's not too terribly far. He's going nuts. And then this one. So, let's see what happens. Got a good feeling about it. Can you see him up in the tree? You heard it or saw it? Okay. He answered you a few times. I think he's that direction. Just put him down in here somewhere. Alright, these turkeys all flew down. And there's one that's down in this bottom off this point that we've been set up on that's gobbling the most. The rest of them haven't said much since they flew down, but we had them kind of all around us, so he's still gobbling, so we're gonna drop off this left side and work around on the back side of the hill and get a little bit closer to him and pop up on top again. See if we can coax him in. We looped down into this bottom, but everything's super thick in these woods, other than certain patches up on top. That turkey's still gobbling over here. Sounds like he's about 150, 200 yards away over there on that next ridge. So he sounds pretty loud from right here, but we're thinking he's down and back up over there. So we're gonna loop back up to where we started, and we're up above him when we're up there. So that one is wanting a hen pretty bad, it seems like.
He's right there. He's closer than he sounds. Yep, that's no Jake. Time like this, you don't know.
A red. He gobbled it. It's worth a try at this point.
You're getting out the secret weapon.
Yeah. Sick of this bird playing games. Every time. Where was the one back there? On this top? I think so. Well, that was... Sounds like he's down that finger to me a little bit. Not that far, though. Might just shift around now.
Just spin around, get in the shadows.
One from earlier that was down that ridge with. Yep, you're right.
That's right down your barrel.
Yeah.
Just heard the drum again, but I don't know where it's coming from.
I just heard it too. Straighten out my gun. Oh my gosh, I quit shaking. I'm trying to get myself to quit shaking. There, I see him. Yeah. 100 yards probably. walking this way. How far is that?
It's right at about 50. Meter reads 48.
Huh?
Meter reads 48.
He's gonna have to come a little closer. I got quite a bit of brush in front of me. Now he's walking.
Got him.
Yeah, boy.
Good job, kid. Good job, kid. That took forever.
Dude, that was a slow burn.
Oh my gosh.
Slow burn.
Oh, I don't know if my butt could take it no more. That was intense. Oh man, like camping. Could you see him shaking?
Ted?
Yes.
No.
From the time that bird stepped out, we first seen him, Ted's whole, like he was cold. I've never seen anybody tremble like that. Oh man, that was awesome.
I mean, Greg, you couldn't see it at all, but I was literally, I couldn't get control of my body. I was like, my whole body was like this for, I mean, a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when I went to shoot him, I was like, all right, just calm down. And then I just got him. That was a long shot. Yeah.
And I was like literally behind the tree, just looking at my monitor the whole time. Like that worked out perfect.
It was perfect because we could just reach back and scratch every once in a while, just below our knees a little bit. And that's what finally got him to, you know, encouraged him along a little bit. Because he could see clear over there where we were at for a long time. And he just wouldn't quite commit because he wanted to see something over there. He kept looking and strutting, and eventually he just broke a little bit. I mean, I was like violently shaking.
Oh, I could hear you guys laughing up there.
I would be shaking, like literally like this. And then it would like come up into my neck, and my neck would be like that.
His mood changed so many times. Because when he first come out, he was all red, white, blue, and then everything got stagnant, and he got real pale red. And then he got fired up again. It was red, white, and blue, and then it was pale red, and then he was fired up again.
Yeah.
Right before.
Well, he started walking away, and then we kind of got on him a little bit harder there, and then his head went pale. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
His head was pale there when he started to walk away. And we started calling again, and it just went back to red and blue.
Yeah, then he got stuck on that log.
Roller coaster.
Oh gosh.
Man, yeah.
He was
stood up on a log and strutted and
He
gobbled.
was just a little bit out of range for a long time, and then right there he was like right on the edge of range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long.
That had to be an hour.
Yeah, probably.
I changed cards. Like 2 minutes before you shot, I had to switch over to a new SD card. I'm on 24% battery.
Oh my gosh. I was laughing to myself thinking about myself shaking the whole time. That was the funniest thing to me. I was like, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down.
There's at one point, because I was the middleman between the two of you.
Yeah.
So Greg would ask something.
Like literally talking around the tree.
Yeah. Greg would ask something and I would say it to Ted. Ted would say it back to me. I'd say it to Greg. And at one point I was talking to Ted because he said, can Greg see or whatever? And I said, Greg doesn't see. And Greg goes, what? And I was like, nothing. Neither one of you. I'm not talking to either one of you right now.
What a time. That's the one that this is the same bird, I think. This is the same bird that we looped in down below earlier this morning because he was out on the end of this ridge gobbling like crazy. And then
So could this be the original one we set up on?
It might be.
I think it is.
Because one time he kind of short gobbled right here.
Yeah.
Kind of sounded like that one.
Like, that kind of reminds me
when we first struck him.
Yeah, he short gobbled. It's like, that could be the same one.
Yeah.
It could very well be that he just looped up and
I think that's what he did. He flew down, went down to the end of it, and then was gobbling like crazy down there. And then we looped up this way just to get up to the top, and we were gonna come down this ridge to him. But then we got up here and there was birds gobbling over on private, but close to the line, so we just kind of set up there for a while. And then Nick was calling, and this one gobbled right down here. So then we just shifted around the tree, and he come up. Oh God! I'm glad that's over because I was like having a panic attack almost up there.
The heartbreak if he was going to turn and walk off, and we don't get opportunity, was going to be a lot to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that was a long time to watch one slowly just kind of meander his way.
Yeah.
I saw him hop up on the log, but then I could never see him when he was standing on the log. I just could see him pop up on it.
That was sweet.
And then that's what he did when he finally broke the last time. It was like he was up on a log, and then I saw him pop down, and then all of a sudden he was just coming right at us. So we were coming up here and got on top of this ridge because we were hearing two birds gobbling over that way, about 100 yards, and they were gobbling good, but they would never close the distance. So we got on this big oak tree right here, and eventually that bird started gobbling down that way, which was perfect because we could just rotate around the tree and get right in the shadow right here. And it was good hide for all three of us, but we could.
Not very often you get three guys on a tree and make it work, but
yeah, there's just enough understory right here with a giant tree, and it seemed to do the trick. Well, that's gonna do it. We have had a good week of hunting here in Iowa. Actually, it hasn't even been a week. It's been about 4 days so far. Nick got his bird yesterday. We got on this one today, and we're gonna head back to the house and get some footage captured. We got some editing ahead of us, so we'll get that taken care of, and then not sure exactly what's next. Jake's been doing some hunting up in Wisconsin, and I think me and Nick maybe are gonna go to Missouri. Orb's been down there for the last few days hunting. He's been on quite a few birds, finding a lot of morel mushrooms it looks like, so we might end up down there next. We're not really sure yet, so we'll figure out what's next then. But one thing's for sure, we're gonna be eating good.